Hello and welcome to UHS News. I'm Dominic Scott, and today I'm joined by members of the Uniontown Area High School swim team. I'm joined by Hannah Foster, Parker King, Logan Voitish, Jacob Schiffbauer, and Leighton Most, and our coach, Mr. Yager and Miranda Yager. Congratulations on advancing to the state championships at Bucknell University in Lewisburg. Thank you for being with us here today. Now, Coach Yager.
Yes.
The boys earned the title of section championships for the first time in 41 years.
Yes.
Tell us about your thoughts on this accomplishment.
Well, it's pretty awesome. It's they've had a lot of really great teams here. We were just in a good position this year and found ourselves with a nice group of guys to work together, and they were able to get the job done. So it was very, very exciting.
Yes. And I heard they pushed you in the pool.
It happens. It happens. Yeah, it was exciting. When you have it's getting pushed in the water is the same as like dropping the Gatorade bucket on a coach. It's kind of the same concept. So yeah, and the water's right there. So why not?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the school records that have been broken this year as a whole?
It's an accomplishment of multiple years of sacrifice and effort on the part of the athletes. If you don't put the time in when you're a little bit younger, it's hard to get to that level. I mean, the records that we have up right now, basically all the records especially on the guys' side, are all records that were set by students that swam in college. So they were elite swimmers back from the 90s and early 2K time.
Yes.
So now, being able to, the only way you're going to break these records is if you put a little bit extra time in, or you're an extremely exceptional athlete and really pick it up quick.
Right.
So yeah, you have to put the time in. That's what it boils down to. So, and these guys have done that.
Very good. And now you have a long coaching history with multiple sports that you have coached. You've coached swimming at other schools in the YMCA for most of your career. Mm-hmm. So tell us what it means to you to be the head coach of this team.
So I've been coaching for longer than you've been alive. Right? That makes me, one, experienced, two, rather old. But the thing is that I really, really do enjoy what I do, and to be able to coach here at Uniontown gives me the opportunity to share the experience, because I'm a much better coach than I was back in the 90s. I'm a much better coach now. I've learned a lot of things. I know what works and what doesn't work. I know how to deal with different swimmers, with different learning curves, and with different ability levels. And so I've been able to do a much better job to organize the team so that everybody maximizes their performance. So it's been a pleasure.
Right.
And plus I get to coach with Miranda.
Right, and that segues perfectly.
Yeah, I'm good like that.
You're Miranda Yager, you are his daughter.
Yes.
And how do you feel about this experience of coaching with your father this year?
Oh, yeah. So, it's been interesting. It's been fun. We've made a lot of memories. It was interesting to see how I've swam all my life, and he coached me all my life, and then I was able to come in and coach with him. So it's been a very full circle moment that we've gotten to share together, and it's been fun, and I think we've made a lot of good memories doing it together.
Nice. And between the both of you as coaches, are there any traditions or special moments you have from this season?
So some traditions that we obviously started this season that we want to continue is obviously a boys section title. That was a really, really big deal, and I think it's important for us to keep up that tradition, and I know the boys are excited about that as well. Both the boys and the girls team both had winning records in their season, so that's also a tradition that we want to keep up and keep that motivation and that drive in the swimmers to know, hey, we can do this, let's continue to do this.
All right. Now, Hannah Foster. You placed 7th in the 100 breaststroke at the Whippeals. Hannah, this is your first year swimming at UHS. What are your thoughts on achieving such a spot at States as a freshman?
It's very exciting. I'm a little nervous going into it, not knowing what to expect, because I've never done it before, but it's very exciting.
Well, I'm glad you're excited. And how long have you been swimming competitively?
About 5 years.
All right, and do you have a favorite event, favorite stroke?
Breaststroke.
All right, sweet. Now tell us about your record-breaking races this year, and how do you feel about reaching that milestone?
I went into the season, I was like, I want to be on the record board, and I went
you
for
achieved
it.
that.
Yes, I went for it.
All right, very good. And what are your goals moving forward? Now you have all 3 years left.
I want to put my name on the record board a little more, lower the times maybe.
All right. Now, Logan Voitish. Logan Voitish is a junior, and he's one of our most decorated athletes at UHS who has competed in both golf and swimming at the state level. He has competed in states for golf last year and placed 6th. He holds 5 school records for 2 relays, the 100 butterfly, the 100 backstroke, and the 500 freestyle. Tell us about your individual school records that you achieved this year.
Well, 100 fly. I'm excited about that because I ended up making nationals in that, and it's at a low time right now. 100 backstroke, just still going with that somehow. Got thrown into it freshman year, and we're still going at it. And then the 500, this guy told me to just rotate my body and breathe a lot, and it ended up working.
And which event would you say is your favorite?
100 butterfly, for sure.
You thought he was going to say 100. You thought he was going to say 100 breaststroke, didn't you?
Now, you are competing at this very high level for multiple sports. What do you do to get mentally or physically prepared to take on these tasks?
Well, honestly, since I've already been to it once or twice now, it's not as nerve-wracking now as it was the first time. But honestly, just to I can't really do anything else but what I can do. If I can't worry about what other people swim and how they swim, if I get my PR and they get their PR and they beat me by second, so be it. I'm happy I got my PR in the day.
Right, okay. Now, this is a very important question. Pretend the swimmers are not here.
Okay.
If you had to choose one sport, swimming or golf?
Oh, man.
It's okay, you can be honest.
Golf.
Yeah. For Mr. Scott there.
That one's for you, Mr. Scott, I'm telling you.
Okay. Now, our senior Leighton Moss and juniors Jacob Schiffbauer and Parker King round out the relay team with Logan. These boys have participated in both the 200 medley and the 400 free relays. They placed 14th and 11th respectively at the Whippeal. This places them at 28th and 17th place in the state. Jacob, Parker, and Logan will be heading to states for the second time in their careers. Now, boys, what are your reactions to your accomplishments this year? Start with Parker.
The accomplishments this year were great. We got section champs after 41 years, and we're breaking and re-breaking records back and back and back. And the energy from this team was just immaculate. We were more like a family than we ever have been.
Jacob?
It was phenomenal. We went from my freshman year not being able to even break the record. It was we were just like this close, maybe like a second, and then we broke it the first time. And after my sophomore year, we're like, well, we're not going to break this again. And then we did it. We broke it again. I'm just so happy that we have this group of boys that they're so fast and dedicated, and so that we can break that record.
Okay, and Leighton?
It's really exciting. It really makes me proud that I came back and did swimming for my senior year. I did my freshman year and I skipped the next 2 years, but I'm really proud I came back for my senior year to finish it out like this.
Yeah, you came back on a good year. Now, all of you have been to states before in some aspect. Some for swimming, some for cross country. What are you doing to prepare yourself for states, physically or mentally?
Well, for me, I'm just making sure that I eat well, sleep well, make sure I got everything figured out, less stress, take a breath, think about what I'm going to do, and just keep myself calm. Because I've done it before, I can do it again.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Same as for Parker, eating well and sleeping well, and tapered.
Yeah, last time we interviewed you.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Yeah. And Leighton?
Just to keep my normal schedule, don't do anything too crazy, and don't do anything really special for it. Just keep your normal schedule and feel the same, and you'll do good.
Yes. Now, as a team, what are your proudest memories or proudest moments from this swim season?
I would have to probably say the relay then. It was a whole lot of fun when we broke that one. And then personally this year's my favorite's the 4 free relay when we broke that one, because that wasn't even a thought. Wasn't even in the picture at the beginning of the year. And then we got the whips and we were like, hey, if you go this time, and this time, then
That's right.
theoretically, and some Yagerism goes to play, and that we got a chance. And
That's
then they all put it together, and he won a PR, he won a PR, he won a PR, and I won a PR, all in the same race. And we ended up getting it done. A whole lot of fun though.
What's this Yagerism?
Dictionary.
That's someone no one can teach.
It's just a bunch of abbreviations and words that mean words that mean special things about swimming and relate to practicing in terminology that they can get the point. Once they learn that terminology, it makes me communicating what I want for them a whole lot easier.
Right.
There's a big difference between me telling you, you're going to swim 100 yards REC, or you're going to do 100 yards BE. Parker Lake's 100 yards BE.
I don't know either of those.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Yeah. It's fun.
All right, and Parker, Jacob, Layton, any individual proud moments you had?
I'm proud of myself for individually qualifying for Whitfields for the first time and being able to excel in my individual events this year more than last year because of the drive that I had this year.
All right, and what's your favorite event?
I don't know, maybe the 200 free. I'm starting to like it more.
Okay, Jacob.
Well, my best personal accomplishment this year was probably, I got my 50 free time real low, and that I went from 24 seconds down to 22. That was that was really exciting for me. But I think together with these boys, as Logan said, the 400 free relay, wasn't even in the picture.
Right.
And then my favorite event is the 50 free.
All right, nice. And Layton.
I'd say my personal accomplishments would be making it individually twice for Whitfields and twice for the relays. So that was a bunch of fun. And my favorite event would be the 100 backstroke.
All right, nice. And Layton, as a senior, what do you plan to do when you graduate?
I want to be a lineman for West Point Power.
All right, nice. Well, congratulations to our swimmers here today. Thank you very much for coming for this interview here. We hope you have safe travels and have a great time at States. Thank you for joining us today, and make sure to subscribe to UHS Talk on our YouTube channel for more future videos.